Here we are looking at a computer that the customer says has had some Coca-Cola spilled on it. We're just getting started with the disassembly, and I already see, I hope you can see that there, the moisture that was just underneath the lower cover. So not looking good so far. We will continue to tear this apart and see what happens. You can see this just took off the keyboard, and there's all kinds of moisture on the back side of that. It's not really evident though over on the chassis, so it's probably all leaked down all over the motherboard. Around that little connector there, I saw a little bit of moisture. You can't really see it though with this camera probably, but so we're going to take the top off of this thing and see what we got. Okay, so I got it all apart, and hope you can see that little cluster of components there has either melted or it just has syrup on it. Maybe there's a little chunk of syrup right there near that connector. So that looks like that's about all of the damage to the board, so not quite sure about that part, but I don't think that's important. And I do not see any other damage. Everything else looks dry. There's a bunch of dust on that side, so not really too worried about it. On the chassis, there is looks like a bunch of water infiltration. You may not be able to see it, but there's a plastic shield that's been adhered to the bottom side of this top, and it looks like the liquid has gotten under there and started to react with the adhesive on the shield there, that clear shield. So I'm going to have to try to get that off there. You can see little specks of fluid there on that cable. So we'll see. I'm going to clean this. Coming back over here, we're going to clean this off with some alcohol and let it dry. So if you're going to do this kind of thing, you have to use 90% alcohol. That will get rid of all the water. In fact, it will absorb whatever water's on the board as it evaporates. So it's anhydrous, kind of. I think that's the correct word. So let's do that, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll get some pictures after the cleaning's finished. To do is take a look at this board through my microscope, which I bought a few months ago for circumstances such as this, where I need to be able to see very small components. Unfortunately, I don't have it set up so I can take a picture or take a video through it to show you what I'm looking at, but it's going to be invaluable as I seek to clean off that little area of the board and make sure it's absolutely spotless. Look at this area now. It looks clean, and thank goodness I actually did put it under the microscope, because what I thought was clean using my magnifying glass, well, my magnifying reading glasses, was not clean at all. So I was able to get a toothbrush down in there and scrub that out. There were two transistors right there side by side, and they had all kinds of gunk, probably syrup that had congealed from the Coca-Cola. So this this machine has been turned on after the spill occurred. So I'm hopeful that what we were experiencing here was just a short, stopping the computer from starting, and that now that the short's been relieved, it will start. But first I have to take care of the rest of this chassis and this transparent plastic shield. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll be back. Got everything cleaned up, got everything put back together. Unfortunately, the machine doesn't work. I get a fan, get a flicker on the screen, but that's it. So I'm thinking that the graphics has been compromised on the motherboard. So, and there's that keyboard. It's still damp after sitting out for a half an hour. So that's probably toast as well. So probably just going to have to tell the customer it's time to get another computer. I don't think they're going to want to spend $350 just for the part of the motherboard. That's how much the motherboard costs, is about 350 bucks. So I think this one's done for, unfortunately. We'll try to do better next time. Of course, liquid damage is always hard to fix anyway. So anyway, till next time, see ya.